Welcome to Something Simple. My name is Tejas Halor, and before I get into this video, I just wanted to introduce myself real quick, I promise. Since the beginning of high school, I have always thought that school was unnecessarily difficult. So many of the answers I needed were never in one spot, and in the long run, that really hurt me. So that is when my partner Miles and I decided to make something simple. Hopefully, we can take everything in your life that feels like it is unnecessarily difficult and make it something simple. Today, I wanted to share with you the best summer jobs and small ways to pick up a good amount of cash and have fun, which is the most important part. Often, when thinking about getting a job, students imagine working 20, 30, or even 40 hours a week. Even though that is still a great option, I worked that way myself at my local Starbucks. There's still a ton of jobs that don't require that commitment. If you are looking for a job this summer, you have another issue. Most jobs offered by big name companies will require some sort of training. Since it is already almost halfway through summer, by the time that training is over, you would only have a couple of weeks until school restarted. So here's a list of summer jobs that you can pick up right away while also having some fun. Number 1, private tutoring. Every once a week or so, I tutor a going-to-be 8th grader with his summer math packet for just 2 hours. Not only does this allow me to freshen up on some of the math skills I haven't touched for years, but it is still an equally great payout. My advice is, if you know a family member, neighbor, or even a friend who has a kid that needs help with their summer homework, get your word out. It is well worth it. Number 2, babysitting. Think about it. You give one night a week to a family in order to allow their parents to go get a nice dinner or a getaway and hang out with their kids. And don't think it is like the babysitting in the movies where the kid is jumping off the walls super hyper. In most cases, you are getting paid to hang out with someone. And it is also a very good payout. Ask a close family member, neighbor, or again, a friend, and just get your word out. Number 3, mowing lawns. This takes anywhere from half an hour to an hour and can be a great payout. The advantages of this is most of your work can be done in your neighborhood and is pretty simple once you get the hang of it. Take the old lawnmower, plug in some headphones, and cut away. What you need to do is talk to neighbors, elders, extended family, and generally your community. This is a pretty simple job. Number 4, dog walking. The key to finding a job you will love is tapping into your current interests. If you love pets, then dog walking is a great way to make some money on a flexible schedule. Apps like Rover and Wag, which the links of these will be in the description, take little time to sign up for and will get you clients in no time. This is a job that you could possibly also take into the school year because of how flexible it is. Number 5, caddying. If there's a country club or golf course around your house, caddying is actually one of the highest paying jobs for people our age. Golfers tend to tip big when they have a nice caddy. Being a caddy can be tiring at times, but that's why it is the highest paying job that you can get. If you have any golf knowledge, this job is especially great for you. But in all honesty, if you keep a great smile, compliment them, and stay attentive, the possibilities are endless. Number 6, Uber. Unfortunately, this is a job that requires you to be 18 years old and have an accessible car. But if you do meet these requirements, this is a very flexible job that requires you to do 2 things: drive and be friendly, all in the comfort of your own car. The app itself takes a little to set up, but this is also another job that you can take into the school year because of how flexible it is. Number 7, check your town hall. Yes, that building in the middle of your town is useful. Town halls and sometimes your public libraries have job listings that can be useful to you. The advantages of this is most of them are in your town and close to home. A few final tips. In my experience, it is best to avoid the food industry and generally working with food. A lot of teenagers tend to look toward fast food places and restaurants because 1, It always seems like there are job openings available at these locations. I wonder why. And 2, they love the food there and hope they can get free food as a benefit. Well, I hate to break it to you, but eating the same food over and over gets very old, no matter how good it is. Also, working with food is very exhausting. The smells, tastes, and sight sometimes can make you feel very sick. And one last piece of advice, do not get a job if you don't like what you are doing. Summer is meant to be enjoyable, and if you dread going to work, it is not worth it. Honestly, the advantages of a job go way past the money and is well worth it. If you are still having trouble, just get your word out there. The best jobs come through connections from other families, friends, and your community. Thank you for listening to Something Simple. If you enjoyed this video, check out our website, the link will be in the description, where we have various articles similar to this one, just like these. We have a lot of videos planned and information coming up in the future. If you enjoyed the list, leave a like or a comment down below. Lastly, we are a new channel, so even just a subscribe would mean the world. Thanks again, and live simple.